Hello, my name is Starlight. Welcome to my YouTube channel, and I'm reaching out to all of you beautiful souls out there. I hope you're able to get out in nature somewhere, and I hope, it's so important, especially where I am. I just checked the temperature, and it's 83, and out here they say they can't wait, for summer, and I was like 83 now. And it's spring, so anyway, make sure you get plenty of water, and especially Starlight really doesn't drink a whole lot of other beverages. So anyway, I want to make sure you're taking really good care of yourself, and be kind to yourself, love yourself. And there's a lot of times what we have to do is to forgive ourselves of our shortcomings, and forgive us that we're not perfect, and it's okay that we're not perfect, because I know I'm not perfect, and I know I have a lot of growing to do, and believe me, I got plenty of time to grow up, even though Starlight's a Toys R Us kids. But anyway, if you are new to my YouTube channel, welcome, and you can find me on YouTube, and that is at Starlight, and that is Kathy with a K Dingman. Plus, whoops, I hear the birds out here. Also, whoops, is you can also give this video a thumbs up. That is if you want to see a change in the world, and better yet, be that change that we really need to see in this world. And also, you could subscribe to my YouTube channel. Plus, don't forget the notification bell, ding, ding, ding. And you can also leave a message down below, beep, beep, beep. And thank you all, the ones that do reach out to Starlight. I love all of you. Plus, you can follow me on Instagram, and that is at 1995 Starlight, and that is Kathy with a K Dingman Starlight. So anyway, I'm sorry, I got that mixed up. You can find me on Instagram, and that is at 1995 Starlight, or on Facebook, and that is Kathy with a K Dingman Starlight. Maybe I did that right. But I'm out in the heat. So anyway, and I didn't have any coffee yet. So anyway, here I am. This is a beautiful place. I was here yesterday. Doesn't look like Starlight's going anywhere until the universe helps me out in this situation, but I'm just going to show you. I'm on top of water on this little bridge thing that they made out here, but the view, let's see, but this is beautiful. I don't know why my camera doesn't seem to be that clear, but here's the pond, and I'll tell you, I have never seen so many salamanders in my life until I got to Florida, and it is awesome. I got so many either little girls or boys to talk to. Some of them are good sized ones, bigger than out in New York. I've never seen those size, at least out in the wild. So whoopsie. And Starlight has been getting I guess dinner for tomorrow ready, and getting it in my microwave. It's my food is microwaving right now. But anyway, I really want to reach out to you, and this has happened throughout my whole life. And, so I figured it's possible, because this happens to a lot of people, are you misunderstood? And that happens in life, is, where people don't really know you, and, they try to interpret who you are, and, and this happens, this can actually happen even when you are a stranger in town, and people think that they can know you really quick, and where they might not understand where you're coming from and what you're about. So it is so easy to not understand people, and you might have been misunderstood by your family members. Wow, yeah, your family might be like, what planet did you come from? And I'm still trying to figure that out, is what planet did Starlight come from? Because it wasn't planet Earth. I got that figured out my whole life. You might laugh if I say I'm part alien and part human, because that's what I am. So have you been misunderstood? Have people judged you in a certain way, and where they doubt what you're made out of, or maybe even you doubt what you're made out of. And it's so important to find out who you are. And that's the thing, is that a lot of people don't know who they are, and Starlight is still getting to learn about who I am. And that's why it's so important to go out, and I'm not saying to go out and get into trouble, but go out and explore life. Find out what you like, what you don't like, what, like, don't be afraid, really. Don't be afraid to go out and get out of yourself. There's another little friend here. They're all over. I don't know if he's gonna, but yeah, you don't want to stop living your life. I can't, there he is. But you want to get out, and at the library sometimes they have free programs that you can join, or even like pay for. Like, maybe you want to get exercise, but you don't know really what is out there. So it is good for you to check whether you're a guy or girl. And some people, they just want to do something different. And I've talked to certain women on my journey from New York to here, where I did talk to a lady that she does a different kind of workout, and she's of course much older than I am, but I thought it was great. Oh, this is so beautiful, as all this stuff is floating in the air here. I love this. Ooh, that is not dog doo-doo. That's some kind of other animal. I'm glad I didn't step in that. But, a lot of times what people do is how they misunderstand you, or, where they will say different things about you and judge you in an incorrect way. And, a lot of times what it is that they don't have all the pieces to the puzzle to really figure out who you are. They only know bits and pieces that you gave them or other people told them. So how can they really tell you who you are, and, like, to judge you on just knowing bits and pieces? And that is another big problem with the video I made not too long ago, is do you need a second opinion, or should you get a second opinion? And that's about, like, going to the doctors, and people that are over medicated or under medicated, or whatever the issue is that's a lot of their problem right there, is that they don't really take enough time with their patients to really know why they're behaving a certain way. And I really believe that they really need to change things around as far as the way they deal with what they would call labeling people with different mental illnesses. I definitely don't believe that the officers should be dealing with this. I believe another group of people should come along and help people out that are going through stuff, not people that are taking LSD and other kind of illegal drugs, because that's what a lot of times the officers won't treat people good, because they think that when they find somebody out on the street acting kind of weird or strange and they don't understand, is that they instantly think that they're on some kind of illegal drug, and so they can really misuse or abuse those people in one form or another. So, it is, and that is the way society is. A lot of people really haven't gotten to know you enough to really know who you are, but you need to find out who you really are. If you don't, I have some loved ones out there, they don't really know who they are. And it's so sad, because what I noticed is that, and these are people I know. It's not like, how many years? Like 34 years, I've known this certain people out there, 34 years of their life, and where I know them. So it's not me just being on the outside judging somebody, but it's that they are afraid to be themselves. They're afraid of, like, letting go, and they're afraid to use their voice because they're afraid that they're going to get judged. And they're afraid to do things that they would like to do because they're afraid that somebody's going to say something and make them feel bad. And, and it's really sad when this happens, is, you don't want other people to stop you from achieving what you desire in life. I just talked to a older gentleman last night. I reach out to him here and there when I need somebody to talk to. But, he's got dreams like Starlight has dreams. And it doesn't matter what you're, in a way it can matter. I mean, depending on your health. But, he's at an age where he can make those things still happen one way or another. But you got to believe in yourself, and you got to believe it's possible. What he was talking about and what I was talking about was great and wonderful things to do, to help people out in the world. We all got gifts and talents that God gave us and the universe gave us. So don't let other people, judge you and make you feel like you can't do that. And I've had many people on my journey as far as driving from New York to here, where I've had lots of people come up to me because I got stickers on my car, magnets or whatever, that for my YouTube channel that says, I gotta just show you this really quick. See, this is a path that's closed. It's like a dream here. But so that's like opportunities that are shut out. So Starlight don't want to go that way. This is an open opportunity here. Sorry about that. But anyway, is that you got to believe in your dreams that you have, or plans that you have. I have plans in my life that there's some things I haven't even told anybody, or maybe I've told strangers that really didn't know me, where sometimes it is hard, like to keep your plans to yourself. A lot of times we tell people what we desire in life, what we'd like to do to help the world out, is because we're looking for encouragement. We're looking for inspiration that somebody's going to say, yes, do it. But that doesn't always happen. Just because you tell somebody that, hey, I want to do this, I desire to do that, or whatever, is, some people will throw you a curveball, and they might even say, why do you want to do that for? And, that tone in their voice, then it makes you even question, why do you, but really, is it coming from your heart? Because I've been learning some stuff from I've been homeless now for a little over 5 months now. And of course, when I got in this situation, I would have believed I would have been in this situation this long. But it doesn't really matter, is because really I'm on a journey here. You want to join me? I'll tell you what, it is amazing, the stuff that I'm learning every day, and the challenges that I have every day. This is, letting go of fear and trusting in God, really. So, and that's what you got to do, is if you got dreams or plans later on in the future, you say, part of you might say, yeah, that's what you desire to do, or I don't want to say that's what you want to do, but you desire to do something later on for the world, for people, somewhere. Maybe you got a certain area. There's butterflies out here. They're all over out here. Is, don't let other people try to judge you, and because the way society acts, and not all people are like this. Some people, like, you might have dreams and goals and stuff like that going on that your heart is singing to, and, you might have found your purpose in life and say, hey, I'm just going to make this up. Maybe you have a heart for kids and you want to help kids out. And then, you might talk to somebody and they might love everything you're saying. And then, like Starlight does this, it's too funny, is sometimes they might ask you questions. They might, hey, what high school did you graduate from? And then, it really messes people up when you say, I never went to high school. And once you say that, then a lot of people don't even believe that you can make anything happen, because society has brainwashed the people believing and making you think that you need a GED to become anything great in life. Not that you want to be great, but you want to be used, like of God, to help other people out. So it really shouldn't be focused on you. It's something that you want to be used to help other people. And, I give God credit in like it says in the Bible, to give God all the glory, because I'm asking God every day to be used. I did this morning. I'm like, I really right now, I'm like, universe, what do you want me, angels, what do you want me to do? I prayed for the angels this morning for certain kind of things that I need help with. And, now, this has given me more time right now to get alone with myself. This is a beautiful trail. I like it because nobody really comes out here. So this is a perfect place for me to just kind of get alone with God and talk with the archangels and to ask questions, the things that I'm going through right now, and say, hey, what direction should I take? What way should I go? Here's another one that's closed. Do not enter. But this is like how life is. Sometimes you're driving down the road, and there's like now at this time of year, all over, a lot of people, like have the construction workers all over trying to fix things, so that's how life is. Sometimes we gotta, slow down. And like with construction crews out there that are working on the road, if you don't slow down, then you're going to get a big ticket. But when you see a construction company on the road, and there could be a road closed, so that I believe, if I'm right, is if you look that up in a dream study, like what does that mean? And I believe that there's going to be obstacles in your way or something like that. So just ask the universe to help you to break through those obstacles that you're going through. I don't know what you're going through. You could be going through something with your family or friends or your workplace or where you live, your landlord, or, people go through all kinds of stuff. But, you want to really find out who you are in this world. And is there something that you can do to help people out? And this is what my YouTube channel is about, is to be the change that you want to see in the world. So is there something that you're really drawn to? Is there a certain group, a certain age, or maybe you want to help animals out, from being abused, which Starlight did actually make a phone call not too long ago on her trip out here, because I thought I seen animal abuse, but to even the animal people, they said, oh, that's, they're dog hunters. And it just kind of really got me, it just didn't seem right, because these dogs were in a cage in a truck and they were just so crowded, and it was hot out that day, and seen them cramped up. I didn't know who these people were, but I wanted to protect the animals. And so you might be a person that's always rescuing cats and dogs. Maybe that's what you are here for. Maybe you're a person that loves feeding people. I do know some family members that would love to do that if they could. They just need guidance and help to get there. We really need to find a place that we belong in this world, and be used of God to help this world out, because, this world needs you. The people need us. We all need each other, and we all can, it's not gonna, it can happen when we come together and really look for opportunities or ways that we can help people. Like me, if you got a heart for the homeless people or teenagers, find something out there that, but it's really best right now is to, if you don't really know what it is that you really want to do, is find out who you are. Don't be afraid of what other people think. You got to let go of that. You'll never be able to achieve anything in life if you're afraid of what other people think. And Starlight actually was going through that, but I did get help from my mentor, is not to care what other people think. And that was a big block in my life, is to, hey, if I do this, what are they going to think? Ooh, yeah, that, I went through that when I went to church. I didn't have any freedom. I didn't feel free when I went to church. I felt like I was being judged all the time when I went to church. I was afraid. I was like, who's watching me now? Who's going to go and tell the pastor what I'm doing right now? But I shouldn't be fearing what the people think. It's about what does God think I'm doing? If I do something and I know in my heart is not right, and I'm like, I should not do that, and I do that anyway, well, whatever the outcome is, it's going to come. We're going to reap that. If we know that, hey, I shouldn't steal money from somebody, which I actually had somebody that thought that before, that they thought that I stole something from them, and I didn't. I just moved it. So you got to really be careful about that. Don't, if you're in somebody else's house, don't move anything, because they could accuse you of stealing, and it could really cause some problems. But, really get to know who you are and find out who you are. Go out, if you like sports, if you like going out hiking, go out and, find some different trails. If there's times that we say, oh, I can't do this or I can't do that. And Starlight was there. I understand what that's like. Some of you might be saying, well, I don't have the money. But then think about, where is the money going? I know if I go I believe if I go to the left, it's going to bring me back. So I think I'm just going to circle around again. So, always think about, okay, where is are you wasting money? That's the first thing I would be saying. Is there money going somewhere that, maybe I can lighten up on my alcohol, or, not smoke as many cigarettes, or maybe if you're doing marijuana, because that's a really expensive habit, because I did it before. I was spending like about $400 plus a month on just marijuana. Don't ask me how I got the bills paid. Don't ask me how I got food every month. But $400 a month just on smoking marijuana. So there could be, something, or, like, are you paying for something for your kids that they really don't need? Maybe that's something. I heard not too long ago where this guy was, don't let this happen to you. I heard that this guy, I think he wasn't even involved with the girl anymore, and they broke up. But before, he was paying for her daughter's phones, which were super expensive, and he told me the price of how much he was paying every month on their phone. But then they broke up. Really, like, I would get out of that. I would not be still paying for that payment on that phone for those girls. It's a lot of money what he was paying for these teenagers to, and these teenagers weren't even learning anything about responsibilities and going out for, a job or any of that stuff. So you really want to, really get to know who you are, but don't let people, take from you, and just use you. And you want to really, there's times that we say we can't do something because we say we don't have the money to do it. Well, I am doing things right now, and I am abundant and I am rich, but here I made it all the way to Florida, and how did that happen? I can't say it's been easy. It's been really challenging. Even today's challenging. But, we all get those days. We all get days that are challenging. And just be positive. Be patient. That's what I'm doing today. All morning long, I've been being positive. I've been being patient. I actually was dancing to a couple people's music, like... So it was great to just let go. I did some meditation this morning to just let that out of my body, and I said, archangels, I prayed for some assistance. I said, please help me today, with my thoughts and my emotions. And they did. They helped me out, and before I know it, here I am cooking in the park and making making something. We don't know what we're making, but it's a new dish. But it is something how the archangels will help you out, where you could been kind of wondering how things are going to go, and before you know it, you're happy and you're not even caring about that problem, because you know that the universe is going to take care of all the things that you're going through. But you gotta really trust that God can do anything. And you don't want to listen to other people's negative opinions and their judgments of, they act like they know you and like, hey, you can't do nothing because, you didn't have a high school. You never went to high school. Like I just told a guy this not too long ago that I met. I talked to him for a couple hours, and I could have sat there and talked forever with him, but I had to use the bathroom. And I said, you know what I did? I didn't have a GED, but I outsmarted the program. Nobody taught me shit in school about starting my own business. And I did. I started my own cleaning business, and that was the best decision I made as far as work goes. I went from $10 an hour to all the way up to 50. That's $50 an hour was the most I got paid, and that, I mean, it wasn't really by the hour, but pretty much, that's about how I kind of make prices on stuff. But that man was blown away on the big, huge jump, and I was trying to help him out because he's going through stuff. And, he's a young kid, I think about 26, and he's going through a lot. He made some mistakes in his life, and now he's really being a little, he's being cautious not to redo that again, whatever it is that he did. So just don't let people judge you and be negative towards the things that you desire in life. And, hey, if they think you're a certain way, let them think it. You can't stop people thinking that you can't achieve stuff, because that's really what they think. That's how they see themselves. It has, like my mentor has taught me, it has nothing to do with you. It's how they see themselves. So I can't take credit for that statement. I just can give that over to my mentor. That's what he taught me, is to, it's nothing about you, it's about them. They don't believe in themselves that they can do the stuff that you dream about doing. So don't let other people's opinions and judgments, when they don't even know, they say, if you haven't walked in a mile in my shoes, and there's, I just met somebody not too long ago. I don't know what kind of life he had, but he said, he was telling me that nobody could walk in his shoes. And I understood that because, I would never in my whole life ever wanted to trade places with anybody, because I already knew my life was hell. I was like, yeah, right. I don't want to trade places with you. No, because the way I was looking at it, if I trade places with them, maybe their hell would just started when I got into it, So I don't want to trade places. I told myself this morning, I don't even care if anybody doesn't love me. I don't care. I don't need it. It's great to be loved, and it's great to feel loved by other people. But if you don't love me, I don't care. I love myself. I love myself for who I am. I love every part of me. So if somebody doesn't love me for who I am, that's okay. That is okay. And that's what you got to look at life, is that not everybody's going to love you. And that's where, a lot of us counting starlight is, it is hard. You do want people to love you, but not everybody is going to love you. We're all different, even though we're the same in some ways, because we're all one race, not race, but we are all one. It's just that not everybody's going to see and agree with what you're doing in life. So don't let that stop you from achieving the things that you desire in your life. Don't let other people's, judgment stop you from, going with that person that you want to go with. If you believe that person would be good for you, and you took time to get to know that person, because some people don't want you to go with people, maybe because you're not going to live in the area. They don't want you to move. I had people didn't want me to move, and then some people didn't even care, So don't let other people, you want to go do something, go do it. Don't let me stop you. Now, if you're going to go do something wrong and it's going to be hurtful, and you got people out there that are saying, hey, I really care about you, and if you're going to go out and drink and drive and go out on the road, yeah, if somebody says don't do that, those are the people that you want to listen to, the ones that are brave enough to speak up. Those are the ones that love you and care for you, because they see what you're doing. And so I love all of you, and I hope you really get a lot of help from this video. And nobody there's people that might say they know you, and they could have known, say they known you for 20 years, but maybe in that 20 years they've only been around you 3 months, all the way through the 20 years. The only one that knows you the best, even the doctors don't know you, the cops don't really know you, is the priests and the pastors don't know you. Other people, don't know you, but who knows you more than anybody is you. Besides God, in the universe, in the archangels, are going to know who you are, and they're going to know what your thoughts are, because God uses them. Is, don't listen to those other people that don't know you. And you got to really listen to yourself. Find out who you are, because we need more people out there to step up to the plate, is to be that change that they want to see in the world. Teenagers need a real big help out here. They really do. The kids, so if you, and I'm not telling you what to do and what you should get into or involved in, but find something that's going to really make a big impact in the world. And sometimes it's just a little thing right now, and that's okay. Because later on it can grow. We're not always going to be big right away. It's just that you want to start out, build a foundation before, like a good solid foundation. You don't want to build whatever it is on the sand where it's going to sink and not last and cave in. You want to make sure you got everything set up so everything is going to, ask God for help, ask the universe for help, ask, say, hey, this is what my heart says. This is what I've already done this. I've already asked the universe, I believe one day I am going to be rich. I am rich and I am a millionaire. I don't want my money just sitting around, getting dusty and dirty. I want to use what God blesses me with. So anyway, I love all of you. Believe in yourself and let go of the judgments of other people, and because they really don't know you like you know you. And if you don't really know who you are, get out and explore, find out who you are, and I do know a lot, people out there that don't know themselves because they're afraid of what other people think. Don't worry. Don't care about what they think. They're, like they say, everybody has armpits, that stink. Well, sometimes the women, theirs don't really smell as bad as men's do. But, it's just that don't listen to their opinions on stuff, because they could be someone that's blocking you from achieving the things that you really want to. So I do love you, and I really hope you're getting out in nature, and make sure you get a lot of water and be kind to yourself. Believe in yourself. Find out who you are. And I love you. You could give this video a thumbs up. You can subscribe to this YouTube channel. Plus, you can leave a message down below, beep, beep, beep. And don't forget the notification bell, ding, ding, ding. And also you could share my videos with anyone. Plus, you can also find me on Instagram at 1995 Starlight, or on Facebook, and that is at 1995 Starlight, or on Facebook at Kathy with a K Dingman Starlight. So anyway, if I said things a couple times, it's because I am not used to this weather, and it's funny, I'm not complaining. It just, I do need a drink of water. I'm saying water, and I'm like, I'm actually thirsty right now. I could go for a drink. Not that kind of drink, though. Starlight doesn't want to start out those kind of bad habits. So anyway, whoopsie, is I love all of you. This is Starlight, love, light, and peace.